Morning, students. How are you all? Hope that you all will be fine. Students, today I am going to start with the chapter number 10, Vector Algebra, and I am going to discuss some basic concepts, some definitions I will discuss with you. So, first is types of the physical quantities. There are two types of the physical quantities, students. One is scalar and second one is vector quantity. Remember, student, the scalar quantity is the physical quantity which having magnitude only but no direction, that is known as the scalar quantity. And the vector quantities, the physical quantities that has magnitude as well as the direction is called the vector quantity. Right, students? In this chapter especially we are going to discuss about the vector. So here if I will represent the vector that is from A to B, like students, so we can name this vector, this is denoted by the vector AB, or we can say it as the vector A. Students, mostly those students who are in non-medical stream, they have already done this topic, vector, that is in +1 class. But here some students that is of the students of the commerce stream, I want to tell them what is the difference there in the scalar and the vector quantities. Students, I am giving you one example how to understand this word, that is magnitude. If we have to measure the height of a person, then what we say? The person is 6 feet, the person is 5 feet 6 inches, but there we having this, the person height of the person, that is a magnitude, but direction doesn't matter in that case. What in case of vector, students, if we are applying a force on a body and you know that body will move in the direction of the force, means it will travel some distance, students, and in the direction of the force, and both does matter, direction and how much distance that will travel. It means how much distance it will travel, that is the magnitude, students, and the direction, you know, in which direction that is moving, that is the direction. That is both the things that will matter in case of vector quantities. So I think easily you can understand it now. So here is the position vector now. I want to tell you about the position vector, students. Consider a point P, X, Y, Z, that is in the space. Here especially we are in the whole chapter in the algebra, we are taking this x-axis toward this side, students. So here if we have to find out this OP, what is this OP, student? This is the magnitude. This is equal to R, and that will come as equal to, because we are taking the coordinate x, y, z with respect to the origin, that is 0, 0, 0, and therefore this magnitude of OP that will come as equal to x square plus y square plus z square having square root, then students. The position vector of the point A, B, C, now here I am going to tell you one more way to represent it. Here you can see, students, there are the different position vectors, that is A, this is B, and that is C. Now here I am using this that is vector A, vector B, and vector C to represent these the position vector. The position vector, that is A, B, and C. Right, students? Now let us continue with the direction cosine. In the direction cosine, students, again the point P is here in the space, Actually, while we will represent this point P that lie in the space, this is here only imagination, students, where this point will lie. So what we can say, students, here consider the point, consider the position vector P having the coordinate x, y, z, and these are the angle, that is alpha. This angle is alpha, student, this angle is beta, and that one is the angle gamma, is made by the vector this r with x, y, and z axis, and this is called as direction angles, and this is represented by cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, and it is noted by this cos alpha, beta, and gamma, that is noted by L, M, N. We can say that L, that is equal to cos alpha, M, that is equal to cos beta, and N, that is equal to cos gamma. Later on we will make the use of it. Now students, here what you will say, because if you will see that here is right angle, means here if you will see this triangle, that is OAP is a right angle triangle. This is the base, x is the base, and that is the hypotenuse. So what we can say, student, this cos alpha, that is equal to r upon x, x upon r, cos beta, that is equal to y upon r, and cos gamma, that is equal to z upon r. These are the direction cosine, students. But earlier I have told you this, we represent this as L, M, and N. So this x will come as equal to LR, y will come as equal to NR, and this z will come as equal to LR, this is MR, and that is NR.